Have certainly been taking center stage across the bluegrass in 2018, from public pension reform to the state budget.
And joining us now is LEX 18's political analyst Bob Babbage as we continue our Decision 2018 discussion. Bob, it's always good to see you, and of course Election Day is exciting, but we've had some exciting things as far as politics, especially with the pension reform and rallies and things of that nature. Do you think the teachers speaking out in that form will impact midterm elections and, of course, the general election?
We certainly would expect people who would come to a rally to come to the polls. Mm-hmm. That would be a connection that probably happened with most teachers previously, but certainly now.
And we saw a lot of teachers actually on the ballot, too, didn't we?
There are a record number of teachers on the ballot. Some interesting races around the state, but Central Kentucky takes the cake.
Yeah.
And primary voters, they certainly have a purpose, and they're a very consistent voter, too.
Primary voters tend to pay a little more attention, have a little dedication to show up, might be better informed or more educated about candidates and news in general. Not in a presidential year and not in a U.S. Senate year can you get really big numbers. That's when you have the surge in the fall. We don't know what the fall looks like in terms of the Secretary of State Grimes' office predicting it. But for now, 1 million people would be good.
Yeah,
and Central Kentucky may draw the most of them, Chris.
30%, like you said, that would be 1 million people among Kentucky voters, so quite a few.
And then, of course, a congressional race. We're going to presuppose that maybe Andy Barr would be able to hold on to the Republican side, but the Democrats would be chomping at the bit to try and get that seat back in the House, right?
And if you think of it, Dia, that seat has changed over a lot in the last 20 or 30 years. We've had 3 different of one party and 2 of the other, and it will certainly be contested in November, but the race is getting national attention today. Sure. All we can say, there's one candidate who says, stay calm and vote for me, so we'll stay calm and report back.
Indeed. Bob, it's always good to see you.
Thank you.
And of course, voters in Lexington are going to be out in droves, hopefully, 30%, hopefully. By 6 p.m., polls will close.
We'll be back.
All right, Bob Babbage, thank you so very much.